doers of the word, practicing your word, giving your word first place in our lives, putting every other word under your word, that your word be exalted above any word, anything that man or people have to. We give you all the glory, give you all the praise. Everybody agreed and said, Amen. He said, the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Now, notice what he did not say. He didn't say, watch and pray that you don't have no temptation. He said, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. Prayer is not going to take temptation away from you, but prayer, calling on God, is going to strengthen you to be able to go through the temptation that's in front of you. Can I get amen? Now, notice he said, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. Two things he told us to do. He said to watch and pray. Amen. Now, when I begin to read this, and begin to meditate on this, the things that come to me, he said, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. So he's telling me that prayer, watching and praying, is going to aid me and help me not to enter into temptation. This is what I thought about also, Brother Roosevelt. There are many Christians who are praying and going straight into temptation. Can I get amen? If he said, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation, and if we are Christians and don't have a prayer life, we are full into temptation. Can I get amen? There are a lot of Christians who want prayer. There are a lot of Christians who want change in their life because of the trials, the tests, and the temptations that they're going through right now, but they're not doing what Jesus told them to do. He told us to watch and pray, but all we doing is watching TV and not praying. All we doing is watching TV, watching this, and watching that, and not doing no praying whatsoever. And then when all hell breaks loose, we say, God, why you let this happen to me? And he told us, did not tell you to watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. So if I don't have a prayer life, I'm going to stay in temptation. Come on, help me this morning. If you don't have a prayer life, no communication with God. Now notice what I did not say. I didn't say you didn't have a church life. I say a prayer life. Because you go to church every Sunday morning and still don't pray at all. Can I get an amen? I didn't say a religious life. I said a prayer life. You can still be religious and don't pray and walk right into temptation. You know that there's a way that my prayer life is not going to stop temptation from coming, but praying to God going to strengthen me to endure the temptation that is coming. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but tell your neighbor, I'm not the bearer of bad news, but tell your neighbor, it's coming. As long as you got breath upon your body, it's coming. Trials are coming, tests are coming, temptations are coming, it is coming. And Jesus telling us, what Jesus is trying to tell us, he's trying to tell us, I'm trying to show you how to prepare yourself, get yourself ready when the devil come against you, when trials come against you, and tests come against you, and temptation come against you. He's trying to tell us, I'm trying to show you how to get your force field up. I'm trying to show you how to get yourself protected. I'm trying to show you how to go through this thing. But Jesus is telling us, if we don't do what he told us to do, we're going to go right in this thing and stay in